Hello, hello, hello. This is Shanita, and as you can see, it is wash day. I am getting ready to use a different set of products today. Whenever you see me come on with my little frumpy pink shirt, then you know it is probably wash day. Thank you so much for clicking on. If you are new and have never stopped by before, thank you so much for clicking on the video. I hope you'll find something here that will be useful or helpful to you in some way, and if not, maybe pass the video on to someone who will. We're going to explore a bunch of new stuff today, and I am very excited. So if you're interested in checking out how these curls are going to perform on my type 4 kinky thick dry hair, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so today is going to be all about curls. As you know, they are now into their 18th year of business. They had a big sale for their 18th birthday where they sold this box of products from them, a few items from all the different lines for $18. I believe it was 6 items. I did do the video, so if you haven't seen it before, I'll click it here in this, I'll link it in this video in the iCard. So after this video, you may want to run and check that out so you can see all the products that were in there, because I probably won't get to every single one. But I am going to start with their leave-in conditioner. This is, I guess it's like half the size. Actually, no, this is a fourth of a size. This is 2 ounces from their Popping Pineapple collection. It's called the So Smooth Vitamin C leave-in conditioner. And so it is a, I guess it's like a trial size of this, but it'll be enough for me to use in this video. I am freshly washed, shampooed, and I have deep conditioned, and you will see the review of that deep conditioner either right before or right after this video. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you will see it and you won't miss it, because it was a very, very good one. You don't want to miss it. All right, so I am also going to use their Twist and Shout Cream by Curls. It's the Blueberry Bliss collection, and this is the one they came out with for type 4 hair. I've used this before, and I actually had another one that was open that I can't find, so maybe I gave it away because I was scared that it was gonna go bad. That's probably what happened. And so I just popped this one brand new. And there's also the Avocado hair mousse from the Green collection. This one is one futuristic collection that they came out with all green products, all healthy type veggies that they used in formulation for this. And so it is supposed to be really, really healthy for the hair. I have not used a mousse in my hair since relaxed days of, oh gosh, what was the last thing I did with the mousse? I can't even remember, but it's been at least 10 years ago since I have touched one. So I have no idea how to use this. I've seen a few YouTubers use it, and honestly, I can't remember whether it goes on top of the cream or under it. I don't know. Maybe I'll look that up. But for right now, I am going to try out this leave-in conditioner because I have just rinsed out my deep conditioner, and I want to go ahead and give this leave-in time to absorb in my hair before I proceed. Oh, my hair feels so good. So I'm going to break this section in half because it is still too big to work with, in my opinion. I have never tried this leave-in conditioner, but the only products I have had really good luck with from Curls have been from that Blueberry Bliss line. So I have pulled out my Blueberry Bliss leave-in conditioner from that line. This did not come in that birthday box. This is just one that I have. And so I am literally down here to the bottom. So I just pulled it out just in case this feels like it wasn't going to be enough, because I'm not sure. And a lot of their products have been pretty thin, or at least just not moisturizing enough for my hair, in my opinion. This feels really good on. Oh my gosh, it smells just like pineapples. It smells very fruity, very citrusy, kind of exotic. You know, this leave-in actually may be enough. It feels really good on my hair. So I may be mistaken. I might not have to use that Blueberry Bliss after all. It's absorbing right in. It's giving my hair a little bit of definition. It feels great. Feels very soft. So, you know what? I think I'm just gonna go with that. I think it'll be just fine. I will get just a tad bit more for the ends. When I pre-pooed this time, I put a special split end treatment on the ends of my hair. And it was the one from Mael, the one that just came out in their rice water collection. I decided to just take, and when I, put the oil on my hair, I just came to the ends and I just kind of put the drops on my ends like that, just to kind of get it all over. It's going to be a while before I use that because a little bit of that really did go a very long way. Okay, so that is what I'm going to do all over to all these sections of my hair, and then I'll come back. Okay, so what I have decided to do after applying the leave-in conditioner, and I really like this, you guys. I put a little bit of this in my hand and rub it in one section of my hair simply because I forgot how it performed on my hair. And then I use this, and honestly I think this may be more moisturizing than this original. I didn't even look at the ingredients. It's okay, already a tiny jar and the letters are in white. I can't read that, but you can of course look at the website and look at the ingredients to see what's in it. But this, in my opinion, so far feels more moisturizing than this, and I really like this. It is so funny when you think you like something and then something else comes out better and you're like, wow, like I really thought that was great. So what does that make this new thing? Anyway, so because I don't have an exact answer about this mousse situation, my hair is already parted down the middle, so I'm gonna keep the middle part, cream on here first, and then put the mousse on top on one side, and then on this side I'm gonna use the mousse first and then the cream on top. I have no idea how this is supposed to go. I don't even know how much to use. This is all going to be trial and error. Here is the Twist and Shout cream if you've never seen it. It is thick, but it's got a little jiggle to it. It is filled to the top. I will show you a little bit more of that later. And the mousse, I'm going to assume that this has no alcohol in it because, again, I can't read a thing. I can see where it says it is a natural detangler, rich in fatty acids, and something about hair growth. So we all know what a mousse is like, and that is what this is looking like. Oh, it feels very moisturizing. I feel just a tad bit of tack, so I do see how it would have a little bit of holding power, but this feels really, really good. I remember when I said something to my friend Julie when she was talking about using the mousse, and I was like, girl, I haven't used mousse in forever. And she's like, well, mousses are coming back and they're not like they used to be. So I get what she's saying. Remember, they used to be full of alcohol and it gave your hair this firm hold. And there was nothing moisturizing about them. So this really does feel really good. So I am just going to start here in the front for the sake of this video. Taking out about that much. I'm not going to make these very big because, as I said before, and I think the last time, it is late because I waited till the last minute. I don't know what it is about trying to finish up everything I need to do and then doing my hair late at night. But here I am again. So I'm going to detangle this, make sure all the tangles are out, and take just a little bit of the Twist and Shout cream. I do remember really, really liking this before. And I really can feel why. It is very, very softening. It instantly moisturized my hair. So soft. And I'm sure it's the combination of all those products. I mean, the deep conditioner, the leave-in, and now this, but it feels incredible. Well, you know, this mousse situation is going to have to go a little fast, so I'm going to use that much because it runs, obviously. And then I'm going to just run this through one more time just to make sure I'm not going to get any more tangles. And split it in half and twist. I hope I'm doing this right and that I'm not going to do all this and realize that I did it out of order or something. I should have just looked up somebody else's video and found out, but hey, what have I got to lose? It might not be as nice if it's wrong, but finally my hair is at that point where if it doesn't come out right, I've always got some standby buns and braids and other things that I can do to hold it over. I hope I don't ruin this. I should have just watched another video to see which one I'm supposed to use first. And hopefully I won't mess anything up. The worst that could happen is it don't come out. One of the sides won't come out right. And I'll have to put it in a bun or something if it looks crazy. But it's all good. I need to get me some rods for my ends too. That's the next thing on my agenda to do. So as you can see, it looks good. It feels great. So I'm going to continue and then I'm going to see how this comes out. If you have used this mousse before, let me know how you use it down in the comment section. I'm already curious about that. So many of you guys helped me so much with your tips. I'm on here, but I learned so much from you all, and I don't want you to think that I ever take that for granted. When you give me information, I will try it, or I definitely remember it for the next time. It's something about when somebody tells me something about the way something is supposed to be used, the next time I pick it up, I remember, and most times I'll remember who told me. So I'm going to continue this and I will be back. Okay, I am all done. So now I've got to remember what I did. On this side, I used the cream and then the mousse. On this side, I used the mousse and then the cream. I need to write that down because I'm definitely going to forget. But anyway, I wanted to show you how this was looking. I'm telling you, that mousse is detangling. It really does help you to separate your hair very easily. But man, it foams all up and it can be such a messy process. I started getting foam everywhere. So nevertheless, I am going to take the twist in the top, and I would do this sometimes. I mean, I'll do it tonight. I take my twist on one side and stretch them to the other side. Very similar to what I do when I am letting my hair air dry. And all this does is give my hair a little stretch while it's drying. And I will just let it sit like this overnight. And I don't necessarily do all of them. Just gather specifically those in the top. I don't care if my hair is a little shorter in the back, because when I have on clothes or whatever, I don't want the hair rubbing up against that area anyway, because the friction will just cause more breakage. So I'm okay with that being shorter. Plus it kind of makes my hair look like it has somewhat of a shape. So all I am doing is using these bobby pins, and I don't put them on tightly because I don't want them to irritate me while I'm trying to sleep. And okay, what's going on here? Try to make them taut but not tight. And you can put them in any direction, just so that they go to the opposite side and get pinned down to the roots of my hair. So I look crazy, but I'll put a bonnet on and I will sleep like this overnight, and then we're gonna come back and see what kind of results we're getting. See you later. Okay, guys, I am back. This is going to be interesting because this is not 2 days, not 3 days, it is 4 days later. I have been so strung out with my real work until I have not had the time to touch my hair. I haven't wrapped it in a silk cap. I didn't sleep with a bonnet. I do sleep on a silk pillowcase, which is what I do all the time. So I don't feel like that had a lot to do with it. I did spend a little time outdoors a couple of days, but immediately, like the next day, my hair was already starting to go dry on me. So I'm gonna take these down. The moisture zapped out of these just so super duper quick. I'm gonna come in to show you how frizzy it looks and how dull and how dry. I was gonna, in day 2 or 3, take it down and at least just use the twist and shout cream to put a little bit of moisture back in it and twist it back up. But then I thought, no, that would be cheating. And plus, I didn't have time. But I do not like my hair being dry, even if I'm not going anywhere. If I had not been so busy with work, I definitely would have taken this down to re-moisturize it. So I am going to just take a couple of down. Y'all, I'm so tired. Take a couple down. So I'm gonna just take a couple of these down on camera, and then I'm gonna go off camera and finish taking them off. I literally just take the twist and untwist it the opposite way until I can start seeing a place where they separate and pull it apart. Oh, my roots are so dry. You can see all the frizz up in here. I could hardly stand it. Finally, I stopped and said, okay, that's it. I gotta tend to my hair. I don't even feel right, even just walking around the house knowing that my hair has no moisture. And so the combination, I figured this out now, the combination of that mousse and the twist and shout cream was okay. It just was not enough moisture for my hair. So this is what this is looking like so far. It wasn't enough moisture, and because the process of putting it in was so messy, like the foam, the mousse turned to foam in my hand. So having the cream and, I keep saying cream and shout, the twist and shout cream, and then the mousse, once I used the mousse, there was so much foam in the way until I couldn't tell if I was actually using enough of the cream. And now I can certainly see that I should have used more cream. So I'm gonna finish taking this out and I'll go right back. Okay, I'm back. So actually this wasn't as bad as I thought it was. I do have some frizz over here, but that is typical. If you are new, every hairstyle you see with me is gonna be frizzy over here. Again, all those different textures, I've just learned to accept it. So this is frizzy as usual. And this side came out a little better. You can see some definition there. And I pinned this up in the top because those 2 loose pieces that I have here that just hang in my face irregardless were just aggravating me. So I just pinned that up to the top of my head. Okay, so this hair is not going to stay very long. I really am considering getting myself a haircut. My hair needs to be shaped so badly. But all right, let's talk about this. Like I said, it wasn't as dry as it looked like. It just shows, you know, people have always said if you use a good moisturizer and twist your hair up, your hair will actually stay moisturized within those twists. But I could look at mine, it looked dry, it looked dull, and I could feel the roots because it was part down the middle, and the roots of it just looked horrible. It felt horrible. So I just assumed this was a bust, that the entire thing was just not gonna work. But I am okay with it. I would definitely wear this out. But like I said, I believe that I probably used too much mousse not enough cream. Where is it? So here is that avocado hair mousse, and look at that, like one time, and it is probably right down here. So I use quite a bit. It's hard when you're pumping it out to get just a little bit, like you get none or you get a lot. So I try to really be careful in that and just kind of wipe some off of my hands when I twist it, but I still think I did not use enough of the actual cream. The mousse definitely gave it some hold. That was my experience with the cream before. I do remember getting definition and getting shine, but it was the summer part of the year, and I remember the humidity just didn't work. Like it was defined and looked nice for just a little while. So what I do think is that the mousse gave it some hold, and it gave it a little bit more definition. And I think that the definition would last for a bit if I went out with it. I don't think it would last more than 2 days without me retwisting. The cream, I can't remember now. It's been 4 days, and I have no idea whether I'll tell you guys what's in the cream or not. I will put the ingredients to this into the description box, but there are a lot of organic extracts and oils in it. It does not have any butter in it. I say that, but I need to check. I'm just glancing really quick, and I don't see any. So I don't see any butter in here, and I think that's probably why the first time I used it, I didn't get a whole lot of definition or a whole lot of hold. So the mousse is what gave the hair that. But the cream itself is very moisturizing. It feels very good. If you have I don't feel like if you were a type 3 that you couldn't use this. I feel like anybody could use this. It is buildable if you have a type 4 hair. If you wanted to add a little bit more, I think you could without any problems. But I don't think if you use this by itself that anybody is going to have any lasting hold. So if you are a type 4, you probably either use a little bit more of this, or you're going to have to use a lighter gel on top. As a standalone, I could probably put this in if I wanted to maybe use it as protective style, or just doing twists like I did over the last week or so. Put the twist in and just let it sit like that over the course of a few days. I think you could do that with this. I would definitely top it with a little oil, because the butter in products is really what adds that extra richness and moisture, so that, you know, some products you can put in and within the 3rd day you can still see some of the shine, you can still feel the moisture in your hair, and I honestly thought all of that was gone. So for it not to have butter in it, it is a great product. I hope I've confused you enough, but the bottom line is that it is a very good product, and I really recommend it. If you have it, then I cannot wait to see what you think about it. If you are a coarse haired or thick haired kinky person, then if you don't want to use the mousse over it, then you should use maybe like a light gel over it. Maybe something from the Main Choice would be good, or any other, you know, light holding gel. As far as that alternating the cream and stylers, doing the cream and mousse on this side, but on this side doing the mousse, then the cream on the side, I can't really tell a difference. I really can't say that one is better than the other. This side is a little bit more frizzy, but this side is always a little bit more frizzy. So if you have this bundle or those two products and you try it, I would love to see if you can tell a difference, because I personally can't. All right, that is going to be it. I am not really a edge person, but I did use a little bit of the curl control paste to just lay down my edges a little bit, and literally I just brush them straight back. I don't get fancy with it. This is part of that bundle, by the way, and it is a very good edge controller if you're looking for one. I really highly suggest this. I had one that I was using before I got that box, and whenever I think to get one that's moisturizing, that I don't have to worry about being too dry for my edges, I always reach for this. I never go anywhere where I'm gone like all day long and I'm trying to test a edge controller that's gonna last 8-12 hours. That's just not gonna happen with curly hair. And now as it getting warm, definitely out of the question. So that's my thoughts, you guys. I really like the cream, as I suspected I would. The mousse says it's moisturizing, vitamin packed, growth enhancing styling mousse. I think this is what sucked the shine out of my hair. I really feel like that. I've used that cream before and gotten hair that just looked healthier. It looked more, you know, sheeny. But again, it could be because I wore it for 4 days this time too. And before, I didn't wear it for 4 days. I don't think I've ever worn Twist for 4 days. So it could be that, y'all, this, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many variables in this that I can't tell you exactly why I'm not over the moon ecstatic. I think they're both great products, but I won't be able to accurately assess this particular style or products because, number one, I let it stay in too long, and I used too much mousse, not enough cream. So you're gonna have to take that and just work with it. When I go to retwist this, maybe tomorrow, I am going to maybe just use cream only. I may, in order to get, you know, it doesn't feel bad at all. It looks drier than it really feels. It still feels moisturized, and it doesn't have that crunchy sound to it as you're taking it out. In fact, you know, I can feel just a little bit of residue still on my fingers, not in a bad way, but just enough to say that, yeah, there's product still in here. So when I go to retwist, I will probably just add a tiny bit more of the Twist and Shout cream and twist it in some bigger sections and see what happens. If you're curious about that, let me know, and then I will come back and tell you. I won't come back in this video because I'm trying to get this one up today, but I will let you know in a future video if you're ever curious about that. So whenever you see this video, if you think about it and you're curious, maybe down the road somewhere, drop that in the comment section, and when I reply, I'll tell you how it worked out a couple of days later. That is it. Subscribe to the video, to the channel if you are new, and if you haven't before. I am so glad you decided to sit and watch. Hopefully there was something here of value to you. There's nothing really to make your curls experience better other than what you learned from me not to do. I wouldn't let it sit in for 4 days, and I would not use as much mousse. In the future, I would be absolutely willing to try this again, and to try it the way that I'm saying that would be the right way, to give it a shot, because my hair is moisturized. I can't deny that, and that is ultimately the goal. Health over beauty every time. You guys take care of yourselves. Give this video a like if you like it, and then drop down below and let me know any questions or drop any comments that you have about it, and I will see you next time. Thanks again. Talk to you later. Bye bye.